Welcome to Soroti City, and we are live here from St. Mary's Madeira Cricket Oval. Our second game of the day is a clash between Kasese SS, who come into the game on the back of a victory, and they'll be taking on a team from Mukono Kings. This particular afternoon should be an interesting clash. Group A action. My name is Nesim Sali. I'm going to be doing commentary on this particular game with some amazing talents. Ivan Sajabi and Naomi Amongin will be joining me later. But first things first, Kasese won the toss and elected to bat first. And I'll be joining you for the first 6 overs with Ivan Sajabi. The two umpires out in the middle, Saddam Oyaga and local boy Ronald Eburu, will be in charge of this particular game. Beautiful ground. Ivan, welcome to this ground. What can you tell us about these particular two teams?
Thank you so much, Dennis. I'm very, very happy to be here in the commentary box. One thing I'd love to tell you is that Kasese Secondary School are qualifying for the Nationals for their first time. This is the inaugural time they have come, and they have started on the fly. They have started flying high in their first game, getting a victory against Indeji Senior Secondary School by 35 runs. Coach Kakanda Ivan, one of their coaches there in Kasese region, is doing a lot of amazing work. Mukono Kings are also also playing in the Nationals for their first time. They finished as semi-finalists there in the Central Region, lost out to NJSS in the semi-finals by 9 runs. And coming into this game, they would love to come back to winning ways because they lost earlier on in the morning to Light Senior Secondary School. But the bowler who has been trusted with opening the bowling for Mukono Kings High School is Nachibule Elizabeth.
Brilliant information there from Ivan Sajabi. Very, very familiar with teams in schools cricket. This is the edition for the schools cricket week. Girls edition is coming to you live from Soroti City, the second year in a row that Soroti is hosting these particular games. 5 grounds are being used for the tournament, but St. Mary's Madeira, who are the hosts of the tournament as well, will be a main ground for this particular tournament. So all the games that will be played on this oval will have a live stream. But Teso College is one of the other venues being used for the tournament. 2 grounds in that particular school. The Soroti Cricket Academy ground in town as well, and Father Hilda's is the other ground that is hosting the tournament. We are good to go, and like Ivan has mentioned, Kasese coming to on their debut in this particular tournament, springing up a surprise, you must say, beating in DJSS by 35 runs. Very, very confident. The captain there winning the toss and electing to bat first shows that a team that is coming into the game with a lot of intent. Opening the batting for Kasese will be Muhindo and Ithungu for Team Kasese, and Nachibule will be opening the bowling for Mukono Kings. Ivan, you'll be telling us a lot about the girls from Mukono. These, you know them from the back of your hand. So what should we expect from Nachibule this afternoon?
Then before I tell you what you'd expect from Nachibule this afternoon, I'd love to tell you that the first half century of this tournament has been scored by Ithungu earlier on today in the morning. She was unbeaten as she scored 62 runs during that game that they played against Indeji Senior Secondary School. She managed to hit 2 sixes and 6 fours. So she just has to keep scoring more runs and putting more on the board for Kasese Secondary School.
Hint of some movement there from Nachibule. Left hand against another lefty. This should be an interesting encounter. Yes, no calling, but a bit of miscommunication between the two batters. Muhindo and Ithungu there on different networks. Nearly got themselves in trouble, but Ivan, Ithungu, the first batter to get a half century, coming up against Nachibule. I'm more interested in Nachibule because she has ball in hand. Another wide, some work to do there for Mr. Saddam Oyaga. Very smart there in a t-shirt from Skyview, who are the sponsors of the tournament.
Nachibule Elizabeth getting a lot of challenge there because of the left-hander on strike, Muhindo. She just can't get the balls into the correct channels.
What I've liked about her, when she gets it right, I think she challenges the batter, and Muhindo keeps throwing her hands at the ball. The chance that she can get a feather through to the keeper. 20 over cricket these girls are playing throughout the next 6 days. No challenge so far from Muhindo. I think she's just looking to survive. There she's having a look before she can start taking charge, but there's not so much intent there from her batting. Got as many as 100 and extras, the name of the game so far, and Kasese will not complain. They have not lost any wicket, but you can see there the way Muhindo is standing. She's covering all her stumps. If Nachibule is intelligent enough, just bowl one into the stumps, maybe to keep low and bring the stumps into play. Again, gets big on her. But Mukono Kings, coached by Ronald Puwata, what do you think is the ambition when they come to the schools tournament for the first time, Ivan?
The ambitions look pretty clear from Coach Ronald Puwata, as he is aiming at getting a spot in the knockouts. Coming into the tournament for the first time, he started coaching that school in January as we were getting ready for the Interhub tournaments. That's when he started coaching at Mukono Kings High School. He went to that tournament there with a couple of players in there that are representing here from Mukono Kings.
I'm liking Muhindo's approach. She's just only waiting for the wides. She has realized that maybe she doesn't have to do a lot of work. But Ivan, just continuing with your point, a lot of work being done by the Mukono community to grow the game in a place. Maybe the game hasn't been very vibrant in that region, but a lot of work has been put in by the Mukono community to try and make sure that the teams are playing.
Yeah, well, then the teams actually Mukono cricket community is doing some good work down there in Mukono, working in a couple of schools. But that is the end of the first over. 5 for no loss is the score after just 1 over. And the new bowler who is coming into the attack is Naltaya Christine. Yeah, but we'll continue with my point. Mukono cricket community is currently working in schools like Hilton High School, both campuses, main campus, and they also have another campus for only the day scholars. They are doing a lot of work in St. Cornelius, back down there in Kalagala. Mukono cricket community is as well coaching at Mukono Kings. They are at Namiliango, and the big girls of Namagunga will also start their training. Coach Maria Nyende, they are doing a lot of good work, and hopefully maybe by next year they will have something to put up. They will be also trying to participate for the qualifiers and maybe the nationals later on next year.
Brilliant stuff from the team in Mukono. Naltaya Christine starts off with the wide. The player with the first the player with the first half century of the tournament, Itungu, on strike. Ronita Itungu on strike. Got the first half century of the tournament and got Kasese offer to a flyer. More work to do, Ronald Eburu. I think that has been the trend for the teams, and I was having a chat with Ivan when he's telling me that one of the challenges for the girls is really the extras. If you can have a coach who can take that out of the game, then you always challenge the other team to score runs off the bat.
Yeah, but well, Dennis, even looking at the first game that was played in the morning, as Kilembe SS scored 123 runs, 39 of those runs were just extras. There has been no change in the lineup. Muhindo Martha opened alongside Ithung Ronita in the morning game. And Mohindo Martha also, she faced 43 deliveries and scored 8 runs, so she's not a very big hitter of that ball. And Ithungu Ronita with a strike rate of 114.81, she faced 54 deliveries and scored 22 runs. So the coach loves this combination because every time you have a left-right combination, you know what happens to the field. So many changes and extras keep coming in.
Big swing there from Ithungu Renita, but nothing home. Completely misses it. Nalutaya and Nachibule, similar sort of style. They bowl a couple of wides, but once they get the ball in the good areas, they always challenge the batters.
Mukono Kings comes into this lineup with only change in the starting lineup as Namwanje Mase got out of the first 11 and Letasi Monica was in to play in her position.
And a big swing, no connection there from Ithunga. Beautiful ground here at the Madeira, Ivan. You can see the planes landing very close to us at the Sorority Flying School. You can see the planes here landing. We're very, very close to the flying school. Chance, big swing, bit of a spin there, beats the field at point. Ithungu, I think, is the big hitter. You can see for her every time the ball has been pitched up to her, she's trying to go for a big heave. And the way you mentioned them, Ivan, looks like Mohindo is the one who drops anchor, while Ithungu takes care of the run scoring. Not a bad combination there from Coach Puata. He knows how to utilize his resources. Through the gate, Timber, and the first wicket goes for Kasese. Mohindo this time will not last long enough to make an influence on the game. They lose their first wicket. Nalutaya Christian with the breakthrough for Mukono Kings. Kasese 8 for 1.
Nalutaya Christian, they are carrying on her form from the morning game. In the morning game, she picked 1 wicket as they were.
Through the gate, Timber.
No shot offered there by Mohindo Martha, and that's how she gave out her wicket so cheaply. Just look at that. Very lazy hands there.
Yeah, beautiful ball in there from Nalutaya. She just does the right thing, gets the ball, brings the stumps into play, and every time you bring the stumps into play, you challenge the batter's technique. This time, the defense nowhere at all would say that the thieves have broken into Mohindo's house. She completely loses her stumps. Kasese lose their first wicket. They're 8 for 1 after 2 overs.
Nalutaya Christine, they are picking only 1 wicket in the morning game. She managed to bowl out Ariago Michelle, who opened the batting for late SS earlier on today in the morning, and she just managed to pick that form to do what the coach Ronald Potter trusted her to do. She has given them a breakthrough, and 8 for 1 is the current score, but that marks the end of the second over. The sun is bright here in the beautiful city of Soroti, and ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching in the games that are live now, Masaka Senior Secondary School is taking on Masindi Secondary School. Kasese Secondary. I beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen. Masaka Secondary School is taking on Masindi Secondary School at Teso College, Alowet. There are 2 grounds. There's ground 1 and ground 2. And Masaka SS won the toss and opted to bat first. The other games have been delayed and they haven't started yet. I think because of some logistical issues, being the first day we are organizing some issues here. but the ball always coming to continue the bowling there for Mukono Kings to bowl the third over is Aisha Nakanwaji, and the new batter is Chinywa Christine to continue the batting for Kasese Senior Secondary School.
Big offer, and that should race away for a boundary. Gets off the mark, Chinywa with the boundary. Good intentions there from her. Ithungu there, you can see, my apologies, not Chinywa, but Ithungu, she's been showing the intent. This time the ball comes out of her flashing blade and races out to the boundary. She scored a half century in her first game, and she's continuing her good form in the afternoon game. A bit of trouble there with the Ithungu's fashion wear, but I think she's being helped by the rest of the team. Spirit of the game.
Yeah, but when you say Coach Puata had started it has started off so well there with starting with a little bit quick bowlers, having now retired Christine and Nachiwe Elizabeth. But that girl Aisha Nakanwaji, she bowls using her left hand, but she bowls slow. She tries to spin the ball, so I think that will give Ithungu a lot of time, because she's a big hitter of the ball, so it will give her a lot of time to try and swing so hard and make sure that she gets more runs for Kasese Secondary School.
Another full toss, but this time there was an adjustment in the field. Go straight to a field and they just give away a single. They know their field, even if they are bowling full tosses, but idea you would say they are setting a field for bad bowling, but at least they understand where the bowler is bowling to her field. You can see the batter there. I don't know what stump she's trying to ask for, and she's being directed by her teammate on the other side. Maybe it's the pressure.
I would love to say that they are setting a field for the bad balls, but you need some boundary raiders.
Nakanwaji, so far she's been bowling a few pies, and one of those has been hit to the boundary. This they call release pressure bowling, because there are a lot of balls that can be hit to the boundary, so you need to be very, very careful. Very good catch there taken. Wicket out of nothing from Nakanwaji. Kasese lose their second wicket. Was a nothing short from Chinywa. Very, very tame appeals from Mukono Kings. I think they didn't realize that the ball had come off her bat. But somehow the keeper intelligent enough to be in the game and take the catch. Kasese lose their second wicket, 13 for 2.
Celebration moment here for Mukono Kings as they pick their second wicket. Chino in the first game scored only 4 runs after facing 12 deliveries, but this game she has gone so early as she didn't manage to put anything on the board for Kasese Senior Secondary School. Looks like now game on for Mukono Kings, because they have now so far picked 2 wickets just under the power play, and looks like they are sending more pressure to the other batting lineup, of Kasese Senior Secondary School, because when you lose wickets in the power play, you need to to change the strategies a bit. You need batters to be a little more patient, as the batter who has just walked on to continue with the batting there is yet another Muhindo, Diana Denise, at number 4.
Misfield allowing Kasese to pick up a double. You must feel for Kasese, Ivan. They had to play a game in town, rushed over here quickly, had their lunch, and then had to walk to the Madeira ground, which is right in the host school. So maybe some heavy legs.
Some heavy legs, but after the win, you would love to carry on the win. You need your next opponent so quickly. But then it's in this game I'd love to tell you that you will see so many Muhindos and so many Mbambo. The opening batter was Muhindo Martha, and the one who has just walked in at number 4 is Muhindo Diana Denise. I expect a little more Muhindos and Mbambos, because for them their naming depends on the number we are born. I think Mbambo is a fourth kid, then Muhindo should be a firstborn. Sorry, Muhindo is a lastborn.
Oh, interesting, interesting.
Firstborn is Mumbere.
Very good facts there from Ivan. So do not be surprised if you see a lot of Mohindos in this particular team. Kasese coming from the hills of the Renzoris. They've just started playing hardball cricket, but they've made a lot of strides for them to be in this competition. And it's good to see how far they've come. I think Coach Ivan will be very, very proud. Ivan Kakane, who's put in the hard yards, will be very, very proud that his girls have actually picked up a victory against a team who've played cricket longer than them. Now Lutaya Christine will continue from the road end, but a misfield that wants to race away, keep it to a double. Couple of misfields from Mukono Kings so far. But Mukono Kings not in a bad place. 15 for 2. They have pinned the team that scored 140 in the morning game.
We just can't say it's yet over because that girl scored the half century is still on the crease. Nachibule Elizabeth there, sorry, now Tara Christine there, given an opportunity to bowl a second over after picking the wicket in the first over that she has bowled. The outfield also not the very quickest of all. I think because of the rains which poured yesterday in the night, it's been a slow one this afternoon.
Another big swing there for Mithungu. You're very right, Ivan. I think we've gone through all the seasons of weather in just 2 days. Very, very cold yesterday, but today the sun has come out of the clouds for us to have this beautiful weather that can allow us to play the game. The tournament is supported very, very heavily by Sky View for the first time, the ladies edition. And this is a production by the Deep End Sports Group for Uganda Cricket Association. So a lot of new things here to support the girls on their journey. This is a place where future stars are born, and I'm sure a lot of them will try to make an impression on the under 19 coaches who are going to be here looking for the players who represent Uganda at the qualifiers in Rwanda in August. Swing and a miss from Mithungu. I like her attitude. Very, very good intent from her. She's trying to make sure that she does the run scoring for the team.
Ithung showing intent at everything because she knows everything moves on her. She's one of the editors in the team, and she shows that.
Ivan, you're right, and she has the right sort of attitude. She's not trying to hit everything out of the park. You can see that she adjusted the shot and just played with a dead bat. So that means that she has some intelligence. She has the intelligence to play the game. Big offer from her. She's being troubled there by the fashion wear. I think she needs to get better pads because they could have picked up 2. That will be the end of the fourth over. 18 for 2. Kasese Secondary School.
That is the replay. Nachibule Elizabeth coming in so quick. She came quick and she has gone quick. She was just saved that ball went straight to the fielder. Nachibule Elizabeth there trying to make sure that she gives now Tara Christine a lot of protection. But the field is looking so bright with the sky view teardrops here at St. Mary's Girls School, Madera, as Nakano Aisha comes back into the attack from Mukono Kings.
Nakanwaji Agnes doing the business. I want to think that most of the players in that Mukono team are mostly from the central region. All the names Nachibul and Nakanwaji, Nalutaya, those are all names synonymous with people from the central region. Another big offer from Ithung, but goes straight to a fielder. Have done their homework. One of the rules for coaches in this tournament is to make sure that there is no coaching on the touchline. So clearly, Mr. Ronald Puata has sent out the instructions to make sure that the field set is correct. Usually, you'll see a lot of coaches standing up and trying to direct traffic. But there are serious repercussions for that. And it's good to see that the coaches have adhered to it, but there were adjustments made by Mukono that have helped themselves a couple of runs. Comes off the edge, will get a single. I don't know how much Muhindo knew about that run, but at least she's safely through. Slowly but surely, Kasese are buying time. They haven't lost any more wickets. 20 for 2. Another big offer, but a chance for a catch. The fielder are not interested in it. The ball near running away from her. Muhindo was given a few chances. The player who was gotten the only half century in the tournament so far, she's 11 of 17 already. Even one of the things I've liked about the morale of the teams, they keep encouraging each other. End of the fifth over, 22 for 2. Kasese in this particular game won the toss and elected to bat first. They are taking on a team from the central region, Mukono Kings. Both teams on their debut in this particular tournament. One of them picked up a victory in the morning. The other is trying to seek their first victory. But this all shows the growth of the game in women's cricket. You can see the replay there. Nakanwaji Agnes, left-arm bowler, balls from round the wicket. And that also concludes the power play. Kasese getting only 22 for 2. And with that change in the bowling, there will also be a change in the commentary box. Now Meya Mongen will be joining Ivan Sajabi.
Now, may you're very welcome here in the commentary box. Mongino, may welcome to the commentary box.
Okay, thank you very much. Coming to bowl is Nalutaya, and I think that's her first over. She's bowling so well, and I beg your pardon, she's bowling her third over, and that was a very good delivery from her. She has been bowling so well for. She can restrict Kasese. She can restrict Mukono from getting so many runs.
Now, Tara Christian there, she has so far picked a wicket and she's in her third over.
It's a good ball there. She's still sticking on the same very line, and I think that will give Mukono parents a very hard time to score the runs, because I'm saying Muhindo is really finding it hard to get the ball into the gap and get a single at least for that team.
Even though Mohinda is struggling, I would love to tell you that now Mohinda is trying to drive those balls, though she's not getting the gaps. If she keeps like that, she'll get the runs that they need.
That was going down the leg from Nalutaya. I think if Muindo really gets that ball to the own side, she would have gotten some good runs. But looking at the way she did it, she's not really that good in the own side.
Yeah, but Mohinda has shown some intent on that delivery. She went so hard, just that she didn't manage to get enough contact.
Still good bowling there from Nalutaya. She's really sticking on the same very line, and that's an over from her. It was a good over that never costed the team, and it's making it a little costly for Mukono parent.
But well, that marks the end of the sixth over. Only one run has been considered in that over by Nalutaya Christian, but it keeps the score at 23 for a loss of 3 wickets. And there is a change in the bowling attack as a new bowler is introduced in there for Mukono Kings to continue the bowling. The new bowler coming in is Chaterekera Noel Britain.
From the first ball, okay, from Noel's first ball, I think she's a very good bowler, and it's a nice delivery from her. So let's hope that she will still do the same very thing that Naluta did for the team, and they went for only one run. So looking at the first ball, looks like the other 5 balls will also do the same if she gives in the same deliveries. That's a very good knock from Muhindo, and I think it goes for only one run to the fielder.
Chaterekera Noel there was one of the bowlers who posed a very great challenge there to late SS in the morning. She managed to pick 3 wickets in her name. So she's just continuing with those beautiful spells here at St. Mary's Girls' School, Madeira Ground.
Still a good delivery there from Noel that gives a chance for a catch, but so bad enough that she did not set her field so well, and she didn't have a mid wicket. If she had a mid wicket, I bet that was a catch, and it would really make her name. That is an edge from Mohindo, and they give it for one run. They appeal it for a run out, and there they celebrate that wicket because Itungo doesn't slide her bat, and that costs them a run out on the team, and that's a celebration for them.
Kasese Senior Secondary School will regret losing that wicket. Itungo, one of the some good pickup there from Nachiwele Elizabeth. The stamping was superb and very timely there from the wicketkeeper and the captain from Mukono Kings High School. That lady who is keeping, she's Nalumas Reste, doing a lot of work there. But I tell you something, Naomi, it is now very bad for Kasese because the player managed to score a half century in the morning, just went so cheaply. Because I know those run-outs always come as miscommunication, and she will walk out very disappointed. As you can see, she's not really happy with the way she has been run out. Flying so high and soaring are the teardrops of Skyview. I would love to tell you now, Ume, that all the schools that are here have received at least crystal water and a bottle or bottles of Skyview. Our sponsors there, Skyview, making the tournament look bright. All the tournament officials and the teams are donning some nice outfits here, which are labeled as Skyview. So we are very happy to have them sponsoring this particular tournament. It's a tournament for the girl child. Last year they were sponsoring the tournament for boys, and this year they have managed to step up and make sure that they make this tournament so bright. It is the annual Girls Schools Cricket Week tournament. But the new batter walking in for Kasese Senior Secondary School is Mbambu Caroline. Another left-hander there, Caroline Mbambu, and the field changes just say it all. They have two fielders outside on the onside, try and make sure that when she goes on that side.
That's a number from Noel, and it's called for free hit.
The no ball call there will cost Mukono Kings High School, because the first good delivery that Mbam Caroline will face will be a free hit. So it's a chance for her to release up her arms and try and make sure that she scores as maximum runs as she can for Kasese Senior Secondary School.
That's a very good knock from Mbambu, and it's called for a catch, but it's a free hit, so it's not a wicket. So that's an advantage for Mbambu to still stick there and hit, because I see the way she swung her bat. Looks like she's a really good power hitter for the team, and she can bring food on the table.
Showing some good intent there, Mbambu Caroline.
There, Mbambu Caroline broke her full toss. I bet if she had really placed some energy, it would have gone for 1 or 2 runs. And that's the end of the 7th over.
25 for a loss of 3 wickets is the current score here at St. Mary's Girls School, Madera Ground. In the other updates, Light Senior Secondary School is taking on Undeje at Teso College Alowet Ground 1, and the current score is 20 for a loss of 2 wickets after 5.1 overs. Also in the other games, St. John's Senior Secondary School is taking on Good Heart Secondary School. Good Heart Secondary School is playing in the Nationals for the first time, but in that game, which is happening at Sorot Cricket Ground in the heart of the city, Good Heart managed to win the toss and they elected to bowl first. The current score is 55 for 1 after 5.4 overs, but there is a change of bowling. There is a change in the bowling attack for Mukono Kings, as the new bowler there who starts up account with the wide is Tracy Nansamba.
Nansaba opens up her over with a wide, and she follows it up with a no ball. I think that's not a good start for a new bowler, looking at the way she has bowled it, and I think she was going to be costly. Let's look at the over and see what's going to happen by that.
Not the very best of starts there from Nansamba, but that delivery has to be a free hit.
Trying to utilize the free hit there, Muhindo tries to swing her bat so hard, but instead she swings and misses. So bad for her, she failed to utilize that free hit. That would have maybe brought some runs on the table, because looking at the score is not that favorable for them. They only have 27 for 3 in 7.1. Another no ball there from Nansamba. Gensh has given another free hit for Muhindo Dina, but now let's see whether she'll utilize this one because the other one she missed. She had really swung her bat so hard to get it to her, but she missed it.
You may get confused. You may get convinced that Nansamba are sent in to bowl extras, but that can never be true.
She follows the no ball with a wide again, and she's really costing the team because she has already given 4 extras in that over before she even gives the 6 deliveries. So let's see. She might even end up bowling more than 15 balls if she really doesn't think about her bowling action. Looking at this, she's doing all things. She follows it up again with another wide, and her over is looking to be so costly for the Kasese team.
Now, one of the things that beats my understanding is when you see a slow bowler coming in and they deliver wide. Because a slow bowler, you don't have that long run up which may make you lose concentration whatsoever. So I expect you to give a very good delivery.
It is better, don't worry, it's better. But this guy's voice is too high.
Nansamba there comes back strong a little on her bowling action, and she bowls a good ball there to Muhindo, and she tries swinging it. Okay, looking at Muhindo, she's over swinging her bat, but the problem is she's swinging and missing. If she swings and times the ball, I think she will get some runs for her team. Another swing and miss there from Muhindo, and looking at Nansamba, I think she has really come back strong. Looking at the way she's bowling because she gave us 5 consecutive extras, and that there, I think she has really come back with a good mental strength to get her to the ball and bowl so well.
Every time Nansamba gives a good delivery, she runs back quickly to her run up before she misses the point. I just love that. Nabala now looks like she's getting her line because she's so far given 4 dotty balls.
Muhindo is really swinging and missing, and that marks the end of Nansamba's over. It looked a costly over, but when she got back her line, she gave us 5 dot balls and 6 dot balls, and her extras pushed the score to 30 for 3 in 8 overs.
Remember, it's a reduced game here at St. Mary's Madeira. In this game, 17 overs will be played in each innings. Chata Ekeranolo Britain is back into the attack for Mukono Kings.
Noel bowls 2 wides, and she bowls a third good ball down the leg, and it's pulled by Muhindo. That goes for 1 run for the team.
That shot looks very, very natural there from most of the left-handers. Every time you put something to the pads, it's just natural that left-handers always push it away. But Noel Britain needs to be bowling a little better than she is, because those extras will become costly during the chase from Mukono Kings.
She bought another extra. That's another white from her, and I think this is really going to cost her team, because every bowler is coming to give more than 3 extras. And that's a very good delivery from her that gives out a wicket, bails it down, and looking at them celebrating for that wicket, because you come back strong after bowling 3 wides and get a wicket. That's really a good comeback.
Yeah, but Noel Britain just made cricket look a little bit hard. She just needed to focus at bowling straight to the stumps. And when she did it so well, she got Muhindo offside. As Muhindo tried to go across on that delivery, she managed to get the 4th wicket there for Mukono Kings. Game on here for Mukono Kings. Looks like Mukono Kings wants to bounce back to winning ways, having lost the first game to Light Senior Secondary School. Right now they look like they are in the driving seat, because wickets are falling and it looks like it's moving as per the plan. It's the annual Girls Schools Cricket Week 2024. The tournament is hosted here in Soroti City, hosted by Soroti Cricket Academy, and the schools are residing at St. Mary's Girls School here in Madeira. It's a tournament which will move on for the next days. We shall be here up to Friday. Teams are in 2 groups, 16 teams, where each group has 8 teams, and every team will play a maximum of 7 games. The top 2 teams will proceed to the semi-finals, and later on the final shall be played. But the new batter who has just walked on for Kasese Senior Secondary School is yet another Mbambu. New batter there walking on, looking very, very comfortable. Looks like she's coming to also put some runs for Kasese. Mbambu Joan. It's now an Mbambu combination. Mbambu Joan and Mbambu Caroline are the current batters for Kasese Senior Secondary School. New batter 6 there for some help from the captain from Mukono Kings High School to help her with fixing her gears, the helmet in particular. Chaterekera Nolo Britain is the bowler. Chaterekera Nolo Britain was on form in the morning as she managed to pick 2 wickets as Mukono Kings took on Light SS at Teso College.
A very good delivery there from Noel. She had really come back strong after that wicket, because in the first 2 balls she gave us a wide, then a good ball, another wide. But after the wicket, looks like she has come back strong, looking at the motivation the wicket gave her. A chance for a catch, but I think the fielder doesn't go into it and throws the ball trying to hunt for a run out, but instead the batter runs so fast to reach her crease.
Tandeka Hope there throwing it at the wrong end. I believe if she had tried sending it to the bowler's end, maybe they would have gotten yet another wicket. But she was so direct with the fielding, and she did manage to get it for Kings.
Noel bowls another wide. I think she's finding a very big challenge bowling to a left-hander because it changes the action. But it's another advantage for Kasese because having a left-hander and a right-hander batting is giving them more extras on making the runs click so well, and they have 36 for 4 in 8.4. Another wide from Noel. Looking at the wides Noel has bowled, I think she has bowled them off Caroline because Caroline is a left-hander, and I think that's one of her weakness. Bowling to a left-hander is kind of challenging for her. Good delivery from her then. She bowls a very good ball on the off. If she still sticks there, she'll bowl so many good balls, and it will be better for her to bowl even on the off because left-handers probably do not play on the offside so well.
You said she was doing so good on the offside, but that one is away from the wide mark, still on the offside.
A good delivery from her again, and that marks the end of that over. Kasese right now has 38 for 4 in 9 overs.
Some quick changes there in the pitch as Nansamba Tracy Mary is back into the attack from Mukono Kings High School. The two batters there, Mbambu Caroline and Mbambu Joan, trying to make sure that they get some runs for Kasese Senior Secondary School.
A good delivery there from Nansamba, and she bowled so well. Even the other over, she bowled well, though she had so many extras. But looking at her second over, she has come back strong, and she started with a good ball. And I bet this over may be a good over for her.
Mbambu Joan there trying to look for contact. Unfortunately, that ball from Nansamba Tracy Mary looking very challenging as Mbambu doesn't make any contact onto it. Just can't tell why Nansamba is giving so many extras in the first over, because when you see the way she has so far bowled those 3 dots, it's been so well. The balls have come straight to the stumps, and those balls have not even been sent to the boundary. So I don't know where the pressure was coming from earlier on.
Another good delivery from Nansamba. She has really bowled this over so well. She has gone for 4 dot balls, but in the last over she had 4 extras, and this, I think, I regard she has really come back so strong. And looking at her over, she might even have a maiden over if she continues hitting that same very spot. Still sticking on the same very line. She gives another dot ball, and she has 1 ball to the end of the over. And if she bowls the same spot, trust me, she's going to bowl a maiden over for her team. And that's a good comeback from her. The over ends, and she gives that a maiden over. A good comeback from Nansamba. She has really come back strong because in the last over she gave so many extras for the team, but this time round she has given a very good maiden over, and this, I think, is a plus for Kasese, for Mukono Kings. Sorry.
That is the first maiden of the game and the first maiden of the innings But on the Madera Primary School end, there is a change of the bowling attack as Chaterekera Nolo Britain is put out of the attack and subsequently replaced by Nakanwaj Aisha to continue with the bowling from Mukono Kings High School. More 7 overs yet to complete this innings.
A good bowling there from Aisha. Aisha has bowled so well in the past overs, and I think it's a very good plan for the captain, bringing her back again into the attack and giving a very good over for them. A quick single there from Caroline on the on side.
Yeah, but you see, Naomi, it's real been a very good strategy there to bring back Nakanwaj Aisha because the other batter, Itung, was swinging so hard and she punished her even on her first delivery. Itung managed to send Aisha Nakanwaj for 4 runs and Aisha lost it all as she was conceding runs. But now bringing her because these batters are not showing a lot of intent. They are not really having a lot of contact on the ball. So every time you have slow bowlers there, it poses a very great challenge because they can only get runs if they use a lot of energy to smash that ball out of the oval.
Joanne tries to strike the ball so hard, but instead she strikes it to covers, and there they don't have any run. If she had played that ball a little bit into the gap, I think they would have gotten a single. Still a good bowling strategy there from Aisha. She's dotting, and this is a plus for their team. And unlike a chance for a catch there to Aisha, but I think she was really not intent to take that catch. If she had really placed her hands there, I bet that ball would have landed into her hands.
Aisha just needed to have some proper judgment of the ball. She just had to run a little bit quick in front, try and make sure that she picks that one very well. I just can't tell why the bells are running off, but the umpires are around trying to make sure that they put everything back into control. But this is a very much better delivery there from Nakanwaj Aisha. She so far bowled 5 deliveries and only conceded a single run.
Another good ball from Aisha, and that marks the end of her over. She concedes only 1 run in that over, though she was given a chance of a wicket, and she really showed no intention of taking that catch. If she had really taken that catch, she would have had a very good over of 1 run and 1 wicket.
The captain does no mistake. Nansamba Tracy, having bowled the first maiden of the innings, is back into the attack to continue bowling from the flying school end.
There, Nansamba opens up again her over with a wide. Looking at her last previous overs, the first over that she bowled, she again opened up with a wide, and it turned out to be a costly over. And this same very over again, she has opened up with a wide. Hope she'll come back strong and try to bring it to the second over again. Another wide ball from her. Looks like this over is again another bad over from her, though she bowled the first over badly and came back strong in the second over.
The left-hander is posing very big challenge there to Nansamba Tracy, as she just can't get her balls into the right channel.
There she struck down to square leg, and there's a chance of 2 runs, but looking at the batters, looks like Caroline wasn't ready to come back, but if she had really come back, she would have reached and had 2 runs.
Let us see Monica Maimona, the fielder there deep, trying and make sure that she gives Nansamba Tracy some good protection
Another good ball there from Nansamba. I think she's very comfortable bowling to a right-hander than bowling to a left-hander, because even the other maiden that she had, she was bowling to a right-hander.
Yeah, but one of the things that could scare you with the left-handers, they have some natural shots, and the way they poses very great challenge for you as a bowler.
She's still bowling so well in that over. She's very okay bowling to right-handers, looking like Caroline's becoming a challenge to several bowlers, because looking at the team, when bowling to Caroline, they bowl so many extras. Another wicket there from Nansamba. She bowls so well and she gets a LBW on Joan. And they celebrate that wicket because it's a plus for the team, giving Kasese 42 for 5 in 11.4 overs.
Joan Mbambo there caught off guard as she tried to go across off a straight ball, and the umpire had nothing to do for her but send her back to the dugout. I tell you now, every time Nansamba has tried to bowl to the right-handers, she's managed to put that ball in the right channels, and she has not gone for so many runs.
On the strike is Bira Hope. Still,
New batter there who's just walked in for Kasese, Bira Hanisha.
Nastaba is still bowling well to a right-hander. After her wicket, she gives 2 dot balls. That marks the end of her over. She's very okay bowling to a right-hander, and Kasese sends in another right-hander. If there was another left-hander, I think it was best if that sent a left-hander, so that those extras would at least add some runs on the board.
42 for 5 after 12 is the score. But there is a change in the bowling attack as a new bowler is being introduced in there by Mukono Kings High School. The new bowler is Jacqueline Nampam, to and make sure that she looks for some wickets for Mukono Kings.
There's a new change on the commentary box. Dennis Musali is back on the mic, and we shall be still working together.
Swing and a miss from Mbambu. Nampamo now trying to make sure that Mukono Kings keep it tidy all the way up to the end. Kasese 42 for 5 after 12.1 overs. A good offer misfield will allow them to pick up not just one but at least 2 runs. Mukono Kings have been very, very clumsy in the field. They've been gifting a lot of runs to Kasese, despite the fact that they've been bowling in the good areas. You've can see that misfield again, completely missed by the fielder, but she's helped by the outfield, not very, very quick, so the ball just slowed down and she's able to retrieve it. Naomi, you're a local. What do you think will be a very good total for Kasese here? What is something that they can bowl at 44 for 5? After this over, we shall have at least 4 more overs left.
Okay, looking at Kasese, I think it's best if maybe they hit a target of 60. I think it's best if they hit a target of 60 because Caroline is still on the strike and she's still in batting, but she has not been clicking so well for her team. So I think they can only have 60. That's if Caroline, who has been there for some good time, can change her strike rate now and have some runs for her team.
Another swing and miss there. Swing and miss from Bamboo. Runs the currency. Naomi says at least 60 runs should be good enough for them to try and bowl at. Big challenge for Mukono. They lost in the morning to Light SS. Light, one of the favorites in the tournament, so maybe they can afford that loss, but I think they will fancy their chances against Kasese. Extras has been the name of the game in these innings for Mukono Kings. They've been very, very generous. A lot of work to do there for the umpires, Saddam Oyaga and Ronald Eburu.
Looks like Kasese Secondary School is just surviving on extras because having a left-hander batting is making the bowlers of Mukono Kings struggle a lot in their bowling and giving so many extras to the team, and gives the score to 47 for 5 in 12.4 overs.
Yeah, you're very right, Naomi. I think the Mukono bowlers have struggled. The Mukono bowlers have really struggled to bowl to the lefties. You can see there Mbambo not very happy with the beater, who's leaning on her bat. She thought they would have picked up extra runs, but they've really struggled to bowl against the left-handers. Maybe an advantage for. If I was a coach, I would tell everyone to go and bat left.
Yeah, that is a very good perspective because like if every batter could really try and bowl bat as a left-hander, I think they would get so many extras that would even push the score maybe to beyond 60.
End of the 13th over. Kasese now 47 for 5. Kasese won the toss and elected to bat first in this particular game. Very confident coming into this game after picking up their first ever victory in the tournament. They defeated Deje by 35 runs. But now they have to come up against another debutant in the tournament, Mukono Kings. The morale on the pitch, very, very evident. The players know how to hype themselves up. Fielders alert, alert. I think they keep saying fielders alert, alert. Bowlers tight, tight. In the other games, Light SS is taking on Ndeje. St. John's Mukono taking on Good Heart Secondary School. Nalutaya Christine has given away 8 runs, picked up a wicket in 3.1 overs. Mukono Kings making their debut at the tournament, as well as Kasese Secondary School from the Renzori Hills. Extras has been the name of the game, Naomi.
Kasese, Mukono Kings have bowled 26 extras and Kasese has 48 runs. That means the score is really so much of extras than off the bat.
Yeah, Extras is doing well. Has the highest score so far. Take for 26 away from 48. You'll have just the 22 runs that have been scored by. Make that 23 with another extra. 23 runs that have been scored. No, 22 runs have been scored by Kasese off the bat. Can see the dugout. Some emotional support for Kasese. The other team from Kasese, Kilembe SS, not in action this afternoon, so they've gathered in the same corner to try and give morale and moral support to their counterparts. The journey from Kasese, I must tell you, to get to Soroti, not a simple one. Over 1,000 kilometers traveled by those two teams to come and take part in this tournament. So I think every victory here will mean a lot for them.
Kasese is trying so hard to get the runs, but looking at the batting strategy, I think they have to really get. I think they have to increase their strike rate right now because it's still very low. And looking at Mukono Kings, it can be a chaseable score in the 17 overs they're playing.
Yeah, the batting scorecard there are not interesting figures to write home about. How is it looking like, Naomi? Besides Extras, who's still doing very well. Another slog across the line, but they'll pick up a single. A rare run there coming for Kasese. I think Kasese, the challenge for them was losing Itunga, who has been the aggressor for them. That run out slowed down their run scoring greatly and heavily. Since then, I think they've just been relying on the extras to try and come up with anything on the board. 51 for 5, but at least 3/4 of those runs, or half of those runs, have come in the form of extras. Big swing across the line. Skyer, but lands safely. Chance for a run out. Umpire takes a very, I think a direct hit could have had her in trouble, but completely missed there by Mukono Kings. Another chance goes begging.
Looking at Mbambu Caroline, she really wanted to take that ball, I think, on the on side, but it got the edge and she didn't have the power over the ball. That's the end of the over from Nalutaya. It was a little bit a costly over because she gave three wides and two runs, which have 5 runs and topped the score to 52 for 5. And they only have 3 overs to go. In the 3 overs, I think Kasese SS can go even beyond 70 runs because Caroline is trying to increase her strike rate, and the bowlers are still bowling so many extras.
Nampamu comes back into the attack. Big swing across the line. No connection for Mbambo. Mbambo has been in there for quite some time. 6 from 17 balls. Match day number 1 of the Girls Schools Cricket Week. We are in Soroti City for this whole week. Again, up in the air. Who is interested? And the chance is taken. Very good catch over the head of the fielder, but she's able to hold on to it. For a second, I was worried that she was going to lose the ball, but somehow, no butterfingers from her. Kasese lose their 6th wicket, 52 for 6. Goes across the line, Bamboo, but a very good catch there from the fielder. She just made sure she keeps her eyes on the ball, and once she had settled herself very well, like a proper pro there, takes a very good catch. And then high fives for the Mukono ladies who picked up their 6th wicket. Good bowling there, finally rewarded there by Nampam. Takes a very good catch. The fielder doing the basics right, keeping her eyes on the ball. Kasese lose their 6th wicket. They are 52 for 6. The new batter for Kasese is Mbambo. And she'll be joining Bira. 52 for 6. This is a 17-over match. After this over, we shall have only 3 overs left in the game. We'll have only 2 overs will be left in this particular match, a 17-over match. Match day number 1 of the Girls Schools Cricket Week. We are in Soroti City for the next 1 week as we follow the future stars of the Victoria Pearls. Odida High School, the defending champions, they're seeking a 4th title in a row. Good connection there. Runs across, goes across the line immediately, but a good connection there from the new batter, Mbambo Flavia.
Mukono Kings still have the hopes high that they can restrict Kasese from reaching 60. Looking at the morale in the field,
Swing and a miss. Has been too much swinging and missing there from Mukono Kings. A former winner yourself, Naomi Amongin with Odida High School. I think put it in context. What does this tournament mean especially to the young girls who are who are looking at playing for Uganda. Bit dangerous there from dangerous bowling, and a no ball is indicated. Very illegal there and never intentional by Nampamu Joan. But tell us about the cricket week. Put it in context. What does it mean for young girls to travel close to 1,000 kilometers and come and play in a tournament like this?
Schools week is one of the big dreams that every young player, every school player dreams to play. So like by the time a player travels to play schools week, it's a motivation because remember schools week is where so many players get exposed, get to be on the under 19 team, get to be even exposed to the national team. So like it's a very big encouragement for any player out there who is inspired by the senior players, the Victoria Pearls and other players.
Swing and a miss. Much better ball in there by Nampamu. End of the 15th over, 55 for 6, Kasese. There are other games happening this afternoon on different grounds. Light SS is taking on Deje. That's the previous wicket there from Nampamu. Goes across the line, but the beauty of that was the technique of the catching. The fielder keeping her eyes on the ball all the way. Good cricket all round there from Mukono Kings. It's good to see that they are learning the right basics. St. John's Mukono is taking on Good Heart Secondary School. St. John's has scored 124 for 3 in their 14 overs. Masaka taking on Masindi. Masaka 94 for 6. A lot of cricket happening. And a lot of cricket will be happening in Soroti City for the next 6 days as the young girls and the future of the Victoria Powers compete. Nakanwaji Agnes back into the attack for Mukono Kings. Second last over of the match. In a swing and a miss. But besides the cricket, Naomi, what did you enjoy most about the school's cricket week?
Looking at the last cricket week I played, that was last year, the more thing that we enjoyed was making friends, then the fun we had in the schools because it was still held in Toroti, and we had quizzes, we had dance shows, so it was much more of fun than like all stressed about games and whatsoever.
You were playing for the favorites, so I think it was always easy work for you. Not much worry. I think your worries were different from other teams because you were expected to win, and eventually were able to win last year, defeating. Just take off intelligent running between the wickets. Be there realizing that the fielder was maybe taking a nap, and they scamper through for a single. They need everything they can get on the board. Naomi called it at 60. That maybe that is a decent enough total. They are now 57 for 6. And this is the penultimate over of the game. Fielders alert. Bowler tight. That has been the motivation in the field for Mukono Kings. Olida dominating. What was the catalyst for your dominance for the last 4 years that the Girls Cricket Week has been held? End of the 16th over, 57 for 6. The final over of the first innings coming up between Kasese and Mukono Kings. For the last 4 years, Olida was very, very dominant, and you were one of the players who were behind that success. But what made you guys very, very successful winning the Girls' Schools Cricket Week?
Actually, one thing that made us successful and merge as the champions for the last 4 years is that we had a team spirit that inspired us to be in the field. And one thing we knew was that when you're inside the cricket field, just apply the basics, play the cricket that you know, and everything will be okay. We didn't need a lot of logic to win the game because we knew that our basics were much more better than for any other school. So it was just comfort for us. It's just a matter of us going, deliver what we have, and the game was just an easy win for us any day, anytime.
Champion talk there from Naomi Amongin, school's cricket winner with Olira High School. The last over of the game being bowled by Chaterekera Noel Brittany. The wickets today for Mukono being picked by Nalutaya Christine Nakanwaji Aisha, 1 for 4, 1 for 12 for Nalutaya Christine, 1 for 8 for Nansamba Tracy. Nampamu Jacqueline 1 for 7, 17 over March. Nachibule Elizabeth wasn't brought back into the attack only after her first over. Another swing and a miss. If you take away the extras bowled by Mukono Kings, I think they've been very, very tidy. They bowled 32 extras out of the 58 runs that Kasese has.
The too many extras that are bowled by Mukono Kings is giving a lot of runs to Kasese, and it's going to be a very hard score for them to chase because if Kasese comes to the strike and bowls good balls without having extras, it's going to be hard for them.
Very true, Naomi, that we hope that Mukono Kings doesn't regret being this generous. That concludes the first innings. Kasese will finish on 59. They will at least get the 60 that Naomi mentioned. 16 runs is what Mukono Kings will require to pick up the victory. Kasese finishing on 59 for 6 in their 17 overs. Kasese will need Mukono Kings will need to find 69 runs, 60 runs for them to pick up the victory inside 17 overs. The sky view, that's the beautiful St. Mary's Madeira cricket ground where we are for this particular tournament, and will be our main oval throughout the tournament. But the cricket is played on 4 other different grounds away from Madeira. You can see the match summary. Kasese won the toss and elected to bat first. They've only managed to get 60 runs, 59 runs for 6 in their 17 overs. But they've been greatly helped by 33 extras that have been gifted to them from Mukono Kings. 60 is what will be required from 17 overs at a run rate of 3.5 for Mukono Kings to be able to pick up a victory. We'll take a short break and we'll be back.
as the teardrops of sky view are waving in the air here at St. Mary's Girls School, Madeira, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for the second innings. Earlier on, Kilembe Senior Secondary School won the toss and they took a decision to bat first. The team managed to score 59 runs for a loss of 6 wickets in 17 overs, and Mukono Kings is now up for the chase. They will need only 60 runs to get the first victory in the Girls Schools Cricket Week. Remember, in the morning, Mukono Kings lost the game to Light SS, and Kilembe SS managed to pid in Deje. So as Mukono Kings is looking at getting back to winning ways, say Kilembe SS is just looking at keeping their winning streak, as they need to get another victory to put themselves in a very good position to make sure that they could get out of the Group B.
Opening the first over there is Muhindo, and she opens up her over with a good delivery there.
The two opening batters there for Mukono Kings. On strike is Jacqueline Nampamu, and the non-striker on strike is Resta Nalumas, the captain from Mukono Kings, and Nampamu Jacqueline is on the non-striker's side.
A wide ball there from Muhindo that goes to a field there. The keeper misses it. I think it was a better chance for a run, but the batters, I think, were not that aware that it was a run.
This game we just need to be a little more patient because the extras will always chip in. The fielder in front at covers is moving very, very close to the face of the bat to sure that she could complete a catch.
A good swing there from Nalumasi, and they go for 2 runs, which is good because Muhindo balls the ball to her body and she puts the ball down the side to square leg.
That one just came in the areas of Nalumasi. She showed intent and she managed to get the first 2 runs off the bat from Mukono Kings, keeping it at 3.
A very good strike there from Nalumasi, still on the onside, and they go for 1 run. Looks like Nalumasi is going to really be a good save for the Kasese team. Good shot there from Nampamu. Then they go for 1 run on the offside. She strikes the ball down that side to point, and the fielder doesn't pick it first time, which gives them a very better advantage for a single.
The fielder doesn't pick it first time, but I just love the stop, because if that ball had gone past her, maybe Mukono Kings would have gotten the first boundary.
Still watching the ball, Nalumasi wanted to make that a single, but I think the Nampamu was really not aware that that was a run. A good delivery there from Muhindo, and that marks the end of her over. The first over concedes 5 runs for no loss.
Not a bad start there from Mukono Kings. They managed to seal off 5 runs in the first over. Remember, they need only 3 overs per over to make sure that they could get the 60 runs. The required run rate there is 3.44, and the current run rate just puts them in a very good position to make sure that they could maybe get the first victory here. Games are going on at other grounds. Light Secondary School up against Ndeje, 83 for 9 in 17.3 overs. Latest they are batting first, having won the toss, and the game is happening at Teso College Alowit. But the new bowler there to continue the bowling for Mukono, sorry, for the new bowler there to continue the bowling for Kasese, coming from the primary school end, is Muhindo Matha. I beg your pardon. The new bowler is Muhindo Catherine. So many Muhindos in the team. Just keep changing the other name.
A wide delivery there from Catherine. She bowls the first over, but she starts with a very good ball that gives a dot, and the second ball gives a wide. Looks like this whole game is more of extras than runs off the bat, because even the other inning was full of extras than runs off the bat.
That lane there will pose very many challenges there to the batters. Every time you put anything on the offside, not so many batters can cut that ball, so you don't stand a very big chance of being punished.
Catherine again comes to ball, and she balls another wide. Looks like she's bowling a good ball, and the next ball is a wide. If she continues bowling like that, because if she continues bowling like that, she's going to give us so many extras. Because if you bowl a good ball and next ball you bowl a wide, doesn't seem so nice. A no ball there from Catherine. Before the no ball, she bowled a wide, and the next thing she's bowling is a no ball, giving in that over she's already giving 4 extras for the team, and that's not a good start for her, because that's her first over and she's already giving 4 extras. It's a free hit for Nampuma. Nampuma tries swinging to utilize the free hit, but she swings and misses, and the keeper there tries to stamp in order to get a run out, because when you stamp and it's a free hit, there's a very big chance of a wicket. Another wide ball from Catherine, making the extras clock to 5 runs, and this pushes the score to 10 for no loss in 1.3. It even reduces the run rate of Mukono Kings to 3.23, and this is a very comfortable start for them, because if they have 5 per over, it's good for them. Another wide ball from Catherine. Catherine balls every good ball and follows it with a wide. Looks like her consistency is not that proper, but I think it's better if she tries to be consistent. She would have bowled so many good deliveries for her team.
One of the players there walking in so quickly to Catherine Muhindo, try and make sure that she talks to her and tries to comfort her. Maybe she could bowl a little bit better than that.
A good delivery there from Catherine, and Nampuma flicks the ball to a little bit to Gali, and they get one single from that ball, giving it one ball to the end of the over. Swing and miss there. The umpire calls for no ball of Catherine. Catherine has given so many extras in this over, totaling to seven to eight runs. This calling for a free hit. Hope Nalumansi will utilize it. A good swing there from Nalumansi down to square leg, and a very good fielding there from that fielder who stops the ball so well. If she had missed that ball, trust me, it would have gone for boundary.
Just love the intent that Nalumansi has shown when she got a chance of facing that free hit. But that marks the end of the second over. 14 for no loss is the current score. Ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching in, it is the annual Girls Schools Cricket Week hosted here in Soroti City by Soroti Cricket Academy. And the tournament is probably sponsored by Skyview, who are making sure that the players are refreshed with a lot of drinks, a lot of water, a lot of sky view, and more sky view. And ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching in, it's the first time that Skyview is coming on board to try and make sure that they could support this girls cricket tournament. Last year they came on board for the boys. This time they have said, let us support the girl child, and it's a very great and amazing gesture. But looks like Mukono Kings is getting into control of the game. They scoring at 7 per over, yet the required run rate would be around 3 per over.
A good comeback there from Bamboo Caroline to back up the other over. And I think that's really a better strategy from the captain because the other over was a little costly. But now looking at Bamboo, looks like she has come to back up that over and have a little score on the board.
Her first two deliveries have gone straight to the stumps. And I tell you, if
A good edge there from Nalumansi that goes for 2 runs. Nice running there between the wickets from the two partners. If they continue running like that, Ivan, what do you think? Do you think Mukono Kings has a bigger chance of winning this game because that strike rate is really going so high in each and every over?
I just love the way they are running between the wickets, and if they keep getting those twos, Mukono Kings will be in position to maybe chase down this target. But the captain is trying to make sure that she changes the field settings to and make sure that she doesn't give them more twos. She's trying to make sure that she adds on the protection. But these two batters are looking very swift in between there. Nalumas Rester, the captain from Mukono Kings, alongside Nampamu Jacqueline. Both of them are in Senior 3 at Mukono Kings High School. And they are really making a very, very good partnership in there because they have given them a very great start. Still in the power play, but no wicket yet lost from Mukono Kings.
delivery there from Bamboo. Bamboo has really proved to be a very good bowler for Kasese, and I think if they had three Bamboos, they would have had some good defense on the score. Another good edge there from Nalumansi. Looks like Nalumansi is one of the key batters of Mukono Kings. She's really getting quick singles and twos for the team, and that marks the end of Bamboo's over. Ivan, looking at you, you know these two teams so well since they come from up that side. How do you think, do you think this match is that competitive, and do you think that Kasese, looking at the strategy of bowling, has a big advantage of winning this game and defending the score they have put on board, or it's vice versa?
Now, Mukono Kings was playing against Ndeje in the semi-finals. At one time, the game was 53 for a loss of 2 wickets. But with the introduction of Apio Blessing Noel, one of the bowlers for Ndeje SS, she managed to pick 4 wickets and she changed things and brought back 50-50 chance there, but the wicket keeper fails to collect everything. As I was telling you now, just one moment in this game can change. If one bowler could come here and try and make sure that she breaks this partnership, you'd never know what would happen to the other batters. They may come out and again crumble, because when you look at the first game that was played by Mukono Kings against Late SS, most of the dismissals were run-outs. So if they are not yet cautious in this game, that was a little straight to the fielder, but the pickup not so quick. They managed to go with that. But as I was telling you, during the game they played against the game between Mukono Kings and Late SS, many dismissals came as run-outs, something which was very, very costly, because in that game there were 4 run-outs.
A whiteboard there from Mohindo. Another extra. There's so many extras in this team. Looking at the first inning, there were 32 extras, and Kasese, I think, is also chasing that same very target, because every bowler comes around and bowls at least an extra in each and every over. So it looks like the whole team is about extras and whatsoever. A good glance there from Nalumansi. She really has those soft hands to get the singles and get the scoreboard ticking for her team. She's really one of the key players of the team, and I think she was really caught so well.
Nalumas got that one going down the leg, as you can watch there from your replay. She managed to send it to short fine leg, and they managed to get just a single run.
Another nice run there from Nampuma. Looks like the two batters have really decided to keep the board ticking for their team, and the score is 21 for no loss in 3.5.
Currently it's a hit and run by Mukono Kings. Every time that ball has landed to the bat, they have tried to take that run quickly.
Mohindo is bowling on the same very spot, forgetting that that's the same very spot they're getting the runs off, and the bowler is in, but the awareness that every batter has is that play the ball to her and run. So it's just all hit and run. This brings the score to 23 for no loss in 4 overs, and it's a very good score for Mukono Kings, where they need only 37.
A very great start there. A very great opening partnership there from Mukono Kings. The partnership has managed to get 23 runs in the first 24 balls that have been bowled in this innings. the captain changes the tactics a bit as she introduces in a new bowler from the Soroti Flying School end.
Bambo Caroline comes to ball and she struck so hard down to square leg for 4 runs. A good shot there from Nalumansi. She has really turned out to be a run winner for the team.
Look at that delivery. It just pitched in the juicy areas and Nalumansi managed to get that onto her bat. Fielder they are trying to run so quickly, but the outfield has now started becoming quick because it's been shining since morning. The ground is drying, so they managed to get 4 runs. That's the first boundary from Mukono Kings in this game.
Nalumasi tries to go and cut that ball down to point, but she doesn't get it to her bat, and it's a very good bowling for Catherine. Catherine's first over was a little costly, but she has come back strong, and that's something so better for her. Good bowling there still from Catherine. She gives a dot ball to Mukono Prince. Ivan, if you look at the way Catherine bowled in the first over, what do you think has made her come back to bowl so well? Because remember last time she bowled in this end, and this time around she's bowling in the other end.
Yeah, but when you see the way Catherine is out trying to bowl, she's trying to put everything straight to the stumps and looking for the offside, trying to put everything on the fourth stump, and those are much better deliveries. But when you look at this ground of St. Mary's Madeira, I think every time you will bowl from the other side of the South Flying School end, those balls will come in going on a slanting pace, so it gives you some little control on them.
Another good shot there from Nalumansi down the road to square leg, and good fielding there where they only concede 2 runs. Last time they conceded a chance of a run out, but the good running there from the batters, they don't get any run out. But the fielders were really eager for that wicket, because if they break that partnership, I think it will be much better.
I just love to know that the fielders who are doing the work in the deep, the pickup was good and the handing was so good. Just that Nalumansi and the Nampamu managed to run so quickly between the wickets. But this is some good all-round cricket.
Another good shot there from Nalumansi that goes down the leg to covers a chance of a boundary, but the fielder saves it and they only go for 2 runs.
I just love that recovery. As soon as the ball beat her and was racing to the boundary, she managed to run so quickly and pick it up and hand it in to limit them to only 2 runs. Look at that replay. The ball went to the offside. Now Nalmas played a very good shot there and they managed to pick 2 runs. But that puts the end to the 5th over, and that marks the end of the power play in this game. 33 for no loss is the current score. Nalmas rested there with 18 after facing 22 deliveries, and Nampam Jacqueline there with 4 runs after facing 10 deliveries. There is a change in the bowling attack from the primary school end. The new boy there who has come into the attack, Chrissy Akabugo from the primary school end.
Looks like Krisha's balls are all full tosses, and that is making Nalumansi so excited to play the balls because they're all coming to her zone. But she swings that one and misses.
Yeah, but when you see those balls, Christia just has to she has to just try and pitch those balls, try and make sure that she gets that turn or swing on those deliveries.
The umpire calls for no ball, and it's a very good chance for a single. The fielders called for a run out, but the umpire called no.
There was some appeal of a run out, and if the batter was not on her ground, the umpire would have given her out, because the only way you can be out on a no ball or a free hit is when you're run out. But at the moment, Jacqueline Nampam there walks out with that, and now she has a chance to release up her arms. Nampam has a chance to swing hard as she can, because she's now facing a free hit from Kwesi Akabugo.
Nampamus slugs down to square leg, and they only go for one run.
Some good running there between the wickets, but they've kept the scoreboard ticking. They have kept adding onto the board as much as they can.
A chance of a catch there to the keeper, but unfortunately the keeper misses it, and they go for a quick run there.
There is the replay for you. She came and put that one to the body side. Big swing. She played it late. Wicketkeeper tried diving so hard to that one. She had got close to the ball. Unfortunately, she didn't manage to complete the catch. Kasese needed that breakthrough so much.
Another double from Krisha.
I just can't tell why Nampamu has not yet punished any no ball to the boundary, because every time you face that no ball was so instant that as soon as the bowler delivered it, the umpire was in position to call that no ball. So Nampamu had two chances of smashing that no ball as she waits for the free hit. But nevertheless, there comes the free hit. She has to try and make sure that she swings so hard to that one, try and make sure that she gets some runs and takes Mukono Kings home.
Nampuma swings the bat and they go for one run. She has been trying to utilize those free hits, but I think she's not getting it to the bat so well the way she wants it to go. And looking at the score, I think it's easy chase for Mukono Kings. Ivan, do you think this score is going to be chased in the 17 overs, or it's going to hang in there in some overs in between there?
Yeah, but as you can see there, Mukono Kings currently needs only 20 runs in about 11.1 overs. So looks like they are cruising close to the win.
Shot there from Nalumansi that gives 4 runs on board, making the score 44 for no loss in 6 overs.
Nalumas, they are playing a very good shot. She cuts that one very nice through point, and she manages to get another boundary from Mukono Kings. But ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of the 60th over. 44 for no loss is the score, and there is a change here in the commentary box as I am joined in by Dennis Msali. Dennis, welcome back to the commentary box.
Thank you, Ivan. Solid performance here by Mukono Kings. They laid down the marker, 44 for no loss in just inside 6 overs. I think they've been very dominant. Kasese won in the morning, but I think the heavy legs, Skyview, the partners are for this particular edition, the girls edition that is happening in Soroti City. For the next 6 days, we shall be enjoying only Crystal Water and Skyview Cola. But this sort of performance, if Mukono is able to get over the line, what would the victory mean for the Mukono team, Ivan?
The victory means a lot. Playing in the first nationals tournament, a lot of investments have been made. Mukono started training about 2 years ago. Last year they didn't manage to make it to the nationals, and this year they have managed to make it this far. So if they manage to get this victory, everyone in Mukono will celebrate this victory, because Mukono Kings is one of the schools under the Mukono cricket community, which is doing a lot of work championing cricket in that region. So if they manage to get this victory, it will mean a lot to them. It also helps them, because every time you get back to winning ways, you can easily get a victory in the next game. So if they get this game, if they get this win, they will try and make sure that they could maybe upset some more teams in the group to make sure that they get maybe a semi-final slot and get onto the tables with the big girls in this tournament.
Babu Caroline will continue for Kasese. A good play straight out of the bat there from Nampamu. Nampamu has been very cautious, 7 from 14, but Nalumansi has been the aggressor, 24 from 26 balls. Solid performance, and like Ivan has mentioned, this victory not just for the players that are here, but for a whole community that has put in work to get here. These two schools making their debut in this particular tournament. Kasese surprising everyone in the morning, defeating DJSS. But this afternoon they've come up against a very determined Mukono King side, who are on the wrong end of the result against Soroti, but in the afternoon they are making amends. They are 45 for no loss. Group B action here in the afternoon at the St. Mary's Madeira. Group B has 16 schools in the tournament, 8 in each group. Ivan can help us know who else is in this particular group, but I know Olida Light SS is on this particular side of the draw, but we'll let you know who else is in this particular group. You felt that yesterday when the draws were made, Group B was the one everyone wanted to be in, because Group A, I must tell you, has 3 semi-finalists, and one of them will have to miss out on a semi-final place. Top quality fielding, picks it up with one hand. Chance for a run out, but Nalumansi and Nampamu very quick between the wickets. They've been very solid, they never needed to take a lot of risks.
Well, then, looking at the groups, the group of danger. The groups there, Group A, the group of danger with Olida High School, Masaka Senior Secondary School, St. John's SS, the champions from the Central Region, Ginger SS, the champions from the Neo Region, Good Heart making their debut, St. James SS, Iganga SS, last year's champions, the Eastern Region, and Masindi SS coming into this tournament for the first time.
Tem appeals there from Kasese, but finally the breakthrough comes. Guilty of going across the line, the batter. I think the fielders there are very unaware that they've actually picked up a wicket. But finally the breakthrough coming for Kasese. Mukono lose their first wicket. 49 for no loss.
Nalumansi, sorry, I beg your pardon, Nampam Jacqueline there will walk out disappointed because she managed only 9 runs after facing 16 deliveries. The morning wasn't hers as she was run out before she had put anything for Mukono Kings during that game against Late SS. Then going back to the groups, when you look at Group B, it has last year's finalist Late SS, who were also the champions of the Eastern Region as they managed to upset Olida High School, Kilembe SS, Sacred Heart SS making their debut in this tournament. Gayaza High School, one of the tournaments with many trophies. They have 4 in their cabin. They follow Ginger SS closely, who have 9. The St. Mary's Madera hosts Kasese SS making a debut in this tournament. Ndeje SS and Mukono Kings are also making a debut in this tournament. So when you look at those groups, I think you're better off being in Group B because there will be a lot of drama in that group, and leaving the dominance latest is showing other teams. I think you cannot determine who will be the second in that group.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ivan. Very, very open. I think there's chance for everyone in that Group B. Maybe apart from Light SS, who are the semi-finalists last year and the champions of the Eastern Region. All the other teams are evenly matched, so there is an opportunity for at least one of the 7 other teams of making the semi-finals. While Group A, like we've seen, a group of death, the teams in that Masaka, Ginger SS and Olida High School were part of the semi-finals last year, but this year one of them will have to miss out. Gets off the mark, Adios Sarah, inching closer to the finishing line, but it's still so close but so far away from Mukono. They need 11 from as many balls.